Hello Cowboys Nation, welcome to another video, and without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. Former MVP issues bold Cowboys declaration after Chiefs takedown. The Dallas Cowboys have spent much of the 2025 campaign struggling to find their way, but they appear to be getting hot at the right time. The Cowboys took down the Kansas City Chiefs 31-28 on Thanksgiving Day to earn their third straight win, and as a result, they have quickly re-entered the playoff conversation in the NFC. It's taken a while for Dallas to figure things out, particularly on the defensive side of the ball. After adding Quinnen Williams and Logan Wilson at the trade deadline, though, the Cowboys have looked significantly better on defense, and with their offense still firing on all cylinders, it led former MVP Cam Newton to deliver a bold take regarding this team in the wake of their latest win. The path to success hasn't exactly been easy for Dallas to find this season. After dealing superstar linebacker Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers right before the start of the 2025 campaign, the Cowboys spent the first half of the season reeling on that side of the ball. And yet, Dallas always managed to find a way to keep itself alive for a late run that it is now currently embarking on. The Cowboys took down the Las Vegas Raiders in the wake of their bye week, but that was expected. The past two wins against the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chiefs, though, have been impressive. Against Philly, Dallas overcame a 21-point deficit, and against KC, it took down a desperate AFC contender that essentially needs to win every game from here on out. With a 6-5-1 record, it seems like the sky's the limit for the Cowboys right now, as they have picked up a pair of defining wins in a 5-day span. Some folks aren't sold on Dallas' recent success, but Newton is, and he thinks that Dallas could end up becoming the most dangerous team in the league moving forward. I think the thing about Dallas yesterday that is abundantly clear is the Dallas Cowboys matches up versus any team in the NFL, Newton boldly stated on First Take. Even with this win, it's worth noting that the Cowboys still aren't in position to earn a playoff spot currently. In fact, they are only the number 9 seed in the NFC right now, so it's safe to say they still have their work cut out for them. And while Newton believes they can take down any team at any time, they have several more difficult games on the horizon. Dallas may very well be blossoming into the team it was expected to be entering the year, but making the postseason isn't a sure thing right now. The Cowboys will look to keep their momentum rolling when they square off against another desperate team, the Detroit Lions, in Week 14. With this game scheduled for Thursday Night Football, kickoff will take place at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Jerry Jones makes Trevon Diggs guarantee for Week 14. It has been more than a month and a half now since the Dallas Cowboys have seen star cornerback Trevon Diggs on the field. Diggs, remember, appeared to be fine before suffering a mysterious midweek concussion at his home before the Cowboys were slated to play the Commanders. Soon after the concussion, it was revealed that Diggs was also struggling to get himself fully healthy after having had off-season knee surgery. In Diggs' case, though, the opposite knee was the one that has been troublesome. The Cowboys put Diggs on the injured reserve, hoping to give him time to recover from the knee and the concussion simultaneously. The Cowboys have not had much to say about Diggs since, other than he is running and getting up to speed, but that he has not had his practice window yet opened. He's doing better, Coach Brian Schottenheimer said Monday. One of the issues this week is that it's a short week. Again, we'll see what everybody does, but short weeks are a little harder. He's doing everything best, and has a really good look on his face. Now, though, Cowboys owner and general manager Jerry Jones is saying that the team is ready to get Diggs back into action. The Cowboys played Thursday, of course, beating the Chiefs on Thanksgiving, and have another Thursday game coming up, against the Lions. Jones said on 105.3 The Fan in Dallas that Diggs will be back. He'll be on the field, Jones said. Could have been on the field, wanted to be on the field, on Thursday, but he'll be on the field at Detroit, in my view. There could be setbacks with Diggs, of course, and some obstacle or other could present itself. But for a team in need of depth at cornerback, Jones is expecting Diggs back. The hope is that the Cowboys can get Diggs back to some semblance of his usual self, which has been difficult in recent years because of repeated knee and other injuries. Diggs has played just 19 games in his past 3 seasons. The Cowboys have vastly improved their defense since the last time Diggs played, but the corners could still use help. Former Cowboy star is practically begging to rejoin Dallas after Chiefs win. The Dallas Cowboys have not been a serious team for most of the season, but they are absolutely for real after they took down the Kansas City Chiefs on Thanksgiving. Losing ground in the AFC West, the Chiefs had their backs against the wall, so Dallas got their best effort. Patrick Mahomes made some otherworldly plays to stay within striking distance, but Dak Prescott was better. The Cowboys' defense was better, and Brian Schottenheimer called a better game than Andy Reid. It seems that the league-wide perception about Dallas has changed. Old friend Stephon Gilmore led that charge after the win by making a loud statement about his former team. It sure sounds like he'd be open to a potential reunion if Jerry Jones were to ever pull that lever. If the Cowboys get in the playoffs, they will win the Super Bowl, mark my word, Gilmore wrote on X. Someone get that man a Cowboys uniform. Gilmore, who had an exceptional lone season with the Cowboys in 2023, actually took a visit with Dallas at the Star over the summer. It turned fans into a frenzy as a signing appeared imminent, but he left without a deal, and he remains without a home as we hit the home stretch of November. The Cowboys seem content with their cornerback room, which has performed well since rookie Siobhan Revel returned from injury. Not only that, but Trayvon Diggs, remember him, is eligible to come off injured reserve. It seems that Diggs has a chance to return next week against the Detroit Lions. Having said that, Gilmore's blistering take echoes what CBS color analyst Tony Romo said about the Cowboys after the win. While Romo didn't go as far as to mention Super Bowl, let alone winning it, he believes Dallas has a strong chance to run the table and get into the playoffs. Let's make one thing clear, a team that is on the periphery of the NFC playoff field should not be thinking about winning the Super Bowl. However, the Cowboys are definitely gaining popularity among former players and the mainstream media. What's your opinion? Gilmore would be a good signing. Comment, like and subscribe to the channel.